But
Nice.
tell us about week 2, Jess. How was your experience in Vegas?
Ooh. It was okay. It was I'm trying to like sum it into words and it's so difficult. Um it was amazing, honestly. Like LA will always hold a special place in my heart because it was the first, you know, trip that we had that was like after COVID, and
It was
it was
like
my
first time meeting
yeah, it was like
and
my first time
like
meeting, my first BTS concert. Like
mhm.
it will always hold a special place in my heart. But Vegas,
I mean,
Vegas,
Vegas as a city is on another level to begin with.
it was on a different level. And honestly, day 3 and day 4 was day 3 was even better than the last 2 days of LA. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because it's
I
true.
have no doubt.
It was like our section honestly was lit. Like the entire stadium was lit. We were doing all the fan chants like ahead of time. We were just vibing, and like their energy and our energy, it was like we were trying to make a contest of who could have the better energy, and it kept building like all night.
And I
I'm
mean,
not
like
kidding.
week 2, we got like Victoria's Secret model Tay. So
We did. And he was
sad.
a lot. All of them were a lot.
Mhm.
I was not handling it very well.
Yeah, because I watched day
Screaming.
4 online.
Yeah. Day 4 was wild,
And
honestly.
honestly, that was probably one of the best like online experience that I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I believe I've been there for like all of the online concerts that they've ever did.
Yeah, I have.
Except for the Seoul one, I watched the replay, so I
Right.
can't count it as if I was there.
Yeah.
Um, and also, I was watching with my friend Car, who I've been sending um, the K-pop song of the day
Oh,
with.
nice.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was her first K-pop concert experience,
Oh, that's so cute.
and she had an absolute blast. Like she was like, "This is probably like the best concert that I've ever witnessed,"
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, "Damn straight."
I'm straight. It was. I'm not kidding. Like I don't
It
know.
was a
I don't.
1000%.
I don't know. Like what
I was dying and
happened.
she did not understand why, but she had a blast.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. It was like the week off did something to them, and they came back with like vigor. It
With
was
power.
like I don't listen. I don't know. I don't know. It was a lot. And like our first night there was so cool. Like landing, we stayed at the Luxor,
Mm-hmm.
which is like the
Now
pyramid.
you can say it
Now I
because
can say it. Um But yeah, we were staying at the Luxor. It was like the pyramid one, and it was so cool to like enter the hotel, and I'm just like hearing My Universe play over the main speaker, and they had the music videos like on their 2 main screens, like
that's
just
so cool.
playing. And we finally had met each other because I guess like Lenny and Kat got dropped off at a different door.
Oh,
So we were trying to like find each other, and we finally found each
like
other.
hello.
And we got back to the hotel. We like dumped off all our stuff, and then we went out to this steakhouse in the Mandolin Bay, which is like it's like a 10-minute walk. Like it's very close to our hotel, and we had
It's
like
good for digestion
sat
once you're done
there.
because you eat a lot of food.
So much food. Holy, Vegas is like, listen, if you don't go to Vegas to drink, you definitely go there for food. That's like one of the main reasons. It's
But
got
like
like
the next time
so many good.
that Maples meet, you guys need to bring me to
Yeah.
KBBQ.
It's so good.
I'm
It's
just
so
saying.
good. And yeah, our like first night there, and then we got up early in the morning for day 3 so we could go line up for merch.
That sounds familiar.
Very familiar. Luckily, like Vegas, the entire week we were there, it was like 30 plus. Like it was hot the whole time.
I mean, also it wasn't like early December, so
No,
kind of helps, you know.
kind of helps. It does. Yeah, to come back, like to go from like minus like 2 to like plus 30, it's pretty good.
And then coming back to fuck.
Yikes. But
It can
yeah,
even way, just it can even way.
It's true. We'd line up for merch. The good news about merch, actually, they did it way better than they did LA, to be honest. Like, just overall, it was so much better than SoFi. I gotta praise Allegiant Stadium a lot because they did such a better job of keeping like lines maintained and going through security and like
I'm
everything.
glad you guys had a better experience
It
than
was
SoFi,
so much better.
because SoFi was not a good experience.
No, it wasn't.
Especially security-wise.
Especially security-wise. So we'd line up for merch. Riz had got there actually earlier, and so she had a spot in line, so we brought her coffee.
Nice.
And luckily also like our hotel was like a 20-minute walk to the stadium, so it was super easy.
That's good
to get to. I honestly, when I was picking the hotel that we were gonna stay at, I was like, let's pick one that's close to the stadium this time, because it just seemed so much better to do so.
Yeah, last time, because we had Tanya had discounts because of her mom.
Yeah.
So that's what, like,
that's why we chose that hotel. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great hotel.
It was a great hotel. But the like having to figure out the traveling between the hotel and the stadium was kind of a pain in the ass.
Because the more like you have, like the more people you have in your group, the harder the transportation gets.
Yes. It's harder to travel back and forth. So this time we like walked there, which is great, and we met up with Riz and JCJ in our little group, and we were waiting in the merch line. And again, like the merch line's always a vibe. Like we were just like vibing. It was like hot.
Last time there was a cardboard cutout of Jen coming around. So
there was JK and Jim in this time.
Oh,
in front of us. And we were actually pretty close again to like where the merch actually was. They let people in pretty early to do merch. Like I think the time they were gonna open was 10, but they actually opened it like an hour early. So
yeah, they did that in SoFi too, right? Yeah. I think they learned from the first week, and then they were like, we're gonna.
Yeah, I also think like they're realizing how many people were in line at the time. You know what I mean? And with merch this time, unlike SoFi where they just released everything the first day and then we're like, oh shit, they actually like did a thing where it was only sold out for the day, so you could get another chance to come back and get more merch if you needed. And yeah, so we did like the merch thing. I like got a couple of things. Maybe I'll put that in the vlog of like the stuff that I got. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do that, but maybe I will. Maybe we'll see. Comment down below if you want to see that. And then
I do.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. I at least like send me photos or something.
Yeah, I got a pretty good haul.
I'm just like, at least show it to me.
And then we had
so I can put you on my Rob list again.
It's true. Yeah. I'm already on everybody's Rob list. It's a fact. It's a fact. And then we decided to stay at the stadium grounds a little bit because we were so early and got through the merch line pretty quick. We actually got to enjoy like all of the booths that they had set up. So we went through a couple of the booths. We went through the Bulldog ramen booth, and I came home with like a pile of free ramen because they were just like giving it to people. Like if you entered the line,
same thing. Like, yeah, bring back that ramen. You know?
If you were entering the line, you could like put a sticky note up on the wall, and then if you posted it on social media, you got like an extra thing. And then while you were exiting, they gave you like 2 packets of ramen. And I had gone back because I forgot to get the free thing, and I got through again.
He gave
me more ramen, and basically I had like a pile of stuff like in my hand like this, and he gives me a cardboard box to carry my stuff.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and they were like giving away like boxes of ramen. They had like a separate tent for their boxes of ramen that they were giving people. My suitcase, I opened it up and there was ramen everywhere when I got home. My dad was like laughing because I kept pulling it out of my suitcase.
That's a dream.
It was a vibe.
You were impersonating Jin bringing like ramen on Bon Voyage.
Yeah, I really was. Like there was so much of it. I don't even know how many packs I ended up bringing home. It was.
You can never have too much. Packs of ramen because like you can. It's so versatile. You can like add. You can like do a bunch of stuff.
It's true.
Like
I love my
packaged
ramen.
ramen.
And they had like a
Cheesy
bunch of
ramen is the best, by the way.
it is. I love cheesy ramen. I love it so much. And they had like a bunch of food trucks there. The McDonald's thing this time had like slushy drinks, so we did that.
Ooh.
Went through the line. I actually they had like
I mean, it makes sense because it was a lot hotter than
yeah.
than the LA.
And they had like the like McDonald's like bookmark things. So you got to pick a couple, like they like showed it to you and you could like pick one out. And I got gin and sugar because we went to this other line that had a bunch of I don't even know what like claw machines that you could get free stuff at. And I literally in the line was like, I'm awful at this. I'm not gonna get anything. I was the only one who won something.
Hey,
I got like socks. Where I got like these like burger bun socks.
they're so cute though.
Right?
The yellow is not obnoxious.
It's
like
not obnoxious.
it's a good yellow.
It's a good yellow. So and then I got like another
it fits with your
bookmark.
hoodie, not gonna lie.
It does, yeah.
Because it's like the same yellow.
Yeah. So I got that, and then we like went to a couple of other like different booths that were there. They had like a coffee BTS coffee one with like a QR code on the back. Apparently they do ship to Canada, so I might be investing in that. We'll see. And we were also talking to they had like a tiny tan booth, and we got like a bunch of free like postcards. I have like so many postcards and like free stuff from everybody. It's kind of crazy. And what else did we do when we were there? Oh, we went to the album line because I wanted to get one of the photo cards. And it was really funny. We were like opening them up, and Lenny just saw the top of JK's hair and started screaming.
I have no doubt.
Because she was like, "I got JK!"
That's like the first time that I pulled Yoongi.
Yeah, and I had pulled JK and
didn't Lenny get like 5 albums?
No, she only got the one. All of us only got one. Well, my mom and I got 2 technically because her and I, so we could get 2 photo cards. And I think I pulled Namjoon, so that one went to my mom, obviously. And then the other one I pulled was JK, but behind me was this girl who's like, I got Jin, do you want to trade? And I was like,
yes.
Girl, yes. Girl, yes.
I know you.
Yeah. I think Kat got 2 as well. Maybe I got Hobie and JK, and then I traded for Namjoon with Kat, so she got Hobie, and then my mom got Namjoon, and then the girl behind me, I was like, do you want JK for Jin? And she was like, yes. And I was like, give me my boy. So I got Jin, and I was very happy. We were all like freaking out. It was really funny. It was hilarious. And then Lenny's like, I gotta put him in a special place. So she like put him in her like passport and like put it in the safe. She was like, this is precious cargo.
That is such Lenny behavior.
Such a vibe. It was like extremely, extremely hilarious. And then we like went through all the booths, and then we decided to go get some lunch when we got back. So we went to a Mexican place that was in our hotel. I think it was called Diablo's, and it was so good. Such good Mexican food. And since we were so close to the stadium, like we didn't have to worry about like rushing getting ready or anything like that. So we got ready, and I'll post up. You saw
my finished my coffee
Instagram.
I saw your fits.
What I wore.
Your fits are fire.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with how my pants had turned out.
Your fit for day 4 was on point.
I was pretty proud of that one too. I was like,
it's like I showed my friend because I was watching the concert with her.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, this is the outfit that she took inspiration from when JK showed up, and I was like, this is it.
Yes, yeah, JK was
and she was like, it's so good.
Thank you. I tried a little bit harder because it was Vegas, you gotta try like a little bit harder.
And also like the temperature kind of allowed you to do whatever the fuck you wanted with your outfit. It was just like in LA, it was like so fucking cold.
Yeah, it was really cold in LA. And so when we got to the stadium on day 3, Lenny and I had decided to line up for the merch line, and then Cad and my mom went to go do our light sticks because she was the one who had the tickets. So we were in line, and I've been getting like a couple compliments on my pants, and this one girl who was like it was like a weird like snaking line. I wasn't really impressed with the line formation
I mean,
inside the stadium.
Were we impressed with the ones in LA?
No,
Did
not
we
at all.
climb our line? We did not.
I don't even know. The outside lines with security were great. That's all that matters at that point.
I will forever remember. Like, is this gate 3? No, this is gate 4. But is it? But where is gate 3?
Yeah, there was only 2 entrances actually at Allegiant.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's
they
good.
sort of like had security all set up, and it was great. Like they really just funneled us through, and everything was organized. There was no like pushing or anything like that. It was great. But we were standing in the merch line, and this girl was like, "Oh my god, I love your pants. I recognize you from Twitter." And I was like, I gotta go. Like, nobody should ever be on my Twitter. That's like, no. I was like, oh my god, thank you so
You got recognized.
much.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I was like, nobody should be on my Twitter, honestly, because I'm a mess on there. Yeah, and she
When
was
are we
like,
not, though?
I love your pants, which was great. Like I love them too. Like they turned out really good at the end. But I was just not expecting that to be the response. Like, oh, I saw this on Twitter. No. How about we don't do that? Yeah, that was fun. And then they were sold out of the item that we got, but Lenny was cold, so she got, and I did too. I got like the long sleeve. I don't actually know where I put it. Oh, it's right here. I got the long sleeve version of this shirt with like the patterns on the side.
Very nice.
The only thing is this is like a double XL because that's all they had left.
I mean, that's great.
It's like a dress on me, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, to be fair, it'd be great on me, but you are a tiny person.
I'm a little small. I tried to shrink it in the wash, so we'll see how that goes. And then yeah, day 3, like I said, like the vibe was so freaking cool. We actually had made little like freebies, so we were like handing them out. It was super fun. I love that. And the 2 albums that my mom and I purchased, because we already have the albums, we like gave to kids that were like around.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. And we had like met up with this family, and my mom had given her daughter the album, and she had given us these like little patches that she had made that were like iron-on patches for like your clothing.
That's cool.
And like RJ and like all the BT21 characters. So it was really sweet, and the parents were like, why? We're like,
why you do this?
I already own it. Like I don't need to bring it back, even though I did buy albums, but that's another story for another day. We did that, yeah.
Not us coming back with like B from LA.
And yeah, day 3, like I said, vibes all the way around. Like I don't know what the deal was. Like it was just like they would like we were feeding.
LA day 3 got trolled on Twitter again, though, and I'm not okay.
Yeah, we redeemed ourselves though, so it's fine.
But like again, I have video proof that Namjoon does not know how to explain. Yeah. I love you, June, but now Twitter's against us.
That's true. But yeah, day 3 was super fun. We had like got back to the hotel, and it was just like we were just so like excited and happy still. Slept so well. And then Saturday we went to the other merch booth that was in the MGM building. So Riz was already there, and we had picked up coffee delivered to her while she was in line, and we just stayed there. And my mom and Kat actually, there was like a bunch of different hotel cafes that were doing like purple themed drinks or like food items, that kind of stuff. So they had like the purple bubble waffles while they were in the Pyramid Cafe, and then brought Lenny and I some because we were waiting in line, and because we decided to split up so that Kat and my mom could like sleep in, and Lenny and I were totally fine, so we just went to meet Riz at MGM to wait in that merch line, which I didn't get anything because they were sold out of I wanted the Las Vegas key ring.
Yeah.
But every single time we had got up to the line, it was sold out every time. So that was fun. And what else did we do after that? I feel like we went back to our hotel and we got some food at some point. I don't know.
Food is important.
Yeah, I can't really remember what else we did on Saturday. I don't think we did too much on Saturday. We were just like chilling and watching videos, and
that's good.
Especially because like the day before we had stood in line and we were
outside.
Yeah,
you did like a lot of things.
We did a lot of things the first day, so we just decided to chill the last day, and then we got dressed and ready, and then headed over to the stadium to wait. And yeah, we got our seats, and day 4 was crazy.
I could feel it through the live stream. I could 100% feel it through the live stream.
I honestly like Ampaman and Go was like, oh my god, it was lit. It was lit. And they were crazy the whole time. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I think like
for me, like every single time that June raps off beat, like it makes my day. It makes my day.
So funny. And honestly, like day 4, our seats were even a little bit closer than the seats we had on day 3. I think it was just like the position that we were in, like in the stadium. But both days we were in the 100 section. And Lenny and I had gone down to take some photos at the bottom of the 100 section, and we talked to the security guard there. And we were like, can we go and get some confetti from the floor after the show? And she was like, you can't go down to the floor, but I will get you some after the show. And we were like, bless you. Thank you so much. I know she was probably thinking in her head, like, why do they want confetti? Like,
just get the confetti.
It's pieces of paper that were on the floor. Like, why do you want this? And I'm like, it's important to my life, okay? It's an important strategy, all right? And then we had gone back to our seats, and we were just like chilling until the concert started. Again, like everybody was on point. The fan chants were on point. Like you could hear everybody in that stadium.
The only thing that I found deplorable, what when like in the live stream they pan to the people in the like the RVs and everything.
Yeah.
I saw so many people not wearing their masks. And that made me, I was just like, shame on you and your cow and your family.
The thing though is like Las Vegas doesn't have any requirements for masks.
I know, but it's still like, it upsets me.
I know, but it's not something that they can enforce. Like it's really, because Las Vegas was a mask-free area, I was honestly just proud that we had the amount of people masked that we did.
Yeah, like I'm really proud of that too, but like, so many people like there are some that just didn't have anything on their face, but so many people had it down.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if you have it, wear it. Like, don't do it halfway.
Yeah, I mean
that's the only thing, but that's just me being me,
It's yeah, I mean it comes down to the individual, right? Like,
because like
you can only control what you're doing. You can't control what other people are doing.
Because even here, like there's like the mandate is. There's no mandate anymore.
Yeah.
Except in like medical facilities.
Yeah, we don't really have mandates either.
I wear mine every single time I go in somewhere.
Yeah, me too. And we were wearing it like the whole time that we were there. Just like for our safety. So it is what it is. But at the end of the concert, we got a date. And honestly, so like a couple of days later, we had like heard, I guess, that we were so loud in that stadium and at the MGM theater that regular people like outside thought that an earthquake was happening because we were that loud.
Because like at first, like they just like gave the date, so we were like, is this like
it's a new
album. Tour? Is it for a tour announcement? And I was like. Yeah, and I'm just like, I was in the Discord with some of my friends. I was like, I mean, even on our group chat on Twitter, I was like, we're having a comeback for Festa.
It's happening.
Like before they confirmed it, I was like, I'm not even clowning. This is happening. We're having a comeback for Festa.
I was like, well, because okay, so
and then like a couple hours later, they were like,
yeah,
we are having a comeback for Festa.
Lenny, Kat, and my mom and I, we were like talking about it, and I was like, something's gonna happen at the end of the concert. Like, I don't know what it is, but
I was 100% with you, Jess. I was like,
yeah,
there's 100% something happening,
because like their end speeches, they were like, our permission to dance is over, and I was like, this is the last permission to dance we're ever gonna get.
I mean, they performed like happening? 12 times.
What is happening? And then Tay was like, keep your phones on at the end. And we were, Lenny and I like looked at each other and we were like, what the hell does he mean by that? Like, keep our phones on? I don't understand. And at the end, okay, so I had posted on my Instagram the end part of that, like the end part of it. I cut off the last half of that because I forgot to turn off my recording. So the last part of that is literally Lenny and I jumping up and down and screaming to each other.
That's funny.
It was really funny. I'm glad I have that as a memento on my phone. But you will never see that.
Yeah, my friend on Discord, because I was watching with my friend. Yeah. She was about to leave, but she was like, "Oh, good night, Jen." I was like, "Wait, there's a date."
There's a date. June.
And she was like, "What does that mean?" I was like, well, it's nothing confirmed, but it's a comeback.
It's a comeback. We're having a comeback.
It was either gonna be like, oh, on that day we're gonna announce a tour, or it's an album. And I was like, it needs to be an album.
And it's an album. It has to be an album.
We are like, music deprived.
We are music deprived. And yeah, the vibe back from the stadium that night, man, it was lit. We had crossed the bridge and I turned around and everybody had their light sticks on and it was like a light stick show, like across the bridge.
That's so cool.
And, you know, like everybody was just happy and vibing and like we were just so excited. And we had got back to the hotel and gone down to like get some like water and like ice cream and whatever from the store. And we had the casino floor, like at the Luxor was like they were playing BTS music. Everybody was like chanting and like vibing and like singing. Nice. And it was just like it was one of those experiences that you had to be there to like understand like how excited we all were at the end of that concert. It was just
and like social media was on fire.
Oh yeah, like we had logged in. We had logged in finally like after the concert because we had not like been there obviously, and we were just like scrolling through the timeline and just
the group chat was already screaming when you guys came back.
We were because like we were together, right? So like we were just like sending each other like memes and like we were having like it's such a different thing to be with ARMY in person. And I had seen this video actually like across my timeline, and I had actually talked to I had boxing yesterday, so I was chatting with my trainer, and I was like, it's so difficult to explain when you enter a place that you feel so safe in, and it feels like you're entering like your home. Yeah. You know, it's such a difficult experience to like explain unless you've actually been there. And it's just so
once you've like experienced it once, you're just like this is it.
This is it. Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. And it's so difficult to like describe in a way to other people that they would understand how it feels to be there. Because you can like see videos and like see people excited, but it's such a different experience when you're actually in the stadium and it's like 55,000 of your like best friends and you're all vibing together and you feel like, you know, honestly I felt after that, and I kind of still feel that way of like my batteries are finally like recharged, you know. And Namjoon has said before, it's like we recharge each other.
Absolutely.
And I felt that like so wholeheartedly those 2 nights. It felt so good. And honestly, I'm kind of glad one that we stayed a little bit longer because the next day I didn't feel that like concert depression because we still had BTS themed
Mm-hmm.
things to go and experience.
Yeah.
So we went to the BTS cafe, which was super fun and cool. And I guess Lenny's coworker was also there day 4, and she had like no idea, but she had like seen. I'm not kidding. She had seen her like story, and so we met up with her at the cafe because they had an earlier appointment to us, and so we were just like chatting and vibing, and we had gotten all our food, which was so good. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. And we actually met the chef because he came by and
Oh, that's
was
so
like,
cool.
"Are you enjoying your like meal and how's everything?" And we were just like, "Yeah, it's so good." So we went there and we got to like experience the cafe, and it was so cool. They were like playing BTS music, and everybody was like so happy and excited to be there. And then we went to Area 15 after that to experience both of the pop-ups. So the first one we went to was like they had like all the sets of Dynamite, Permission to Dance, and Butter.
Ooh.
So they had all of them set up through there, and you could like take pictures in one section, and then the rest of it was video. So you could like take a whole bunch of videos while you're walking through, and it was like so much fun. We like did like a couple of the dances because they had like not only just like the sets, but they had like a bunch of like photos with like the iconic like elevator dancing. And so Kat had like stood by Yoongi, was like doing his like dance, and I like did like Jin's dance. And yeah, it was like super fun. And then we lined up for another merch line because there was merch there too. And we done that line, and then we went across the street over to the other pop-up that they had, and this one was more about like the behind the scenes of Permission to Dance and how the
That's really
concert
cool.
like came to be. And yeah, that one was photos only, so we like went through, and it was so cool to like see them in like the rehearsals and all of their like photos. They were looking so good. Oh, it was like so much fun. And then they had like a big like section where you could like sit down and like watch their music videos were playing. Obviously, like all their songs were playing all the time, which was super fun. So we like basically like spent the day in like BTS world still, so it didn't feel like we were disconnected from
Mhm.
them. You know, like LA felt like we were just like rushing through everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we had to like leave like
I mean,
the
yeah.
day after, and so we didn't have time to like process through things.
Oh, the concert depression was like really hard
It
in
was
LA.
hard. It was super hard after LA, and I
Cause
had
like even watching like this one online,
yeah.
I don't know, because we got like the date and everything, like it didn't
It
feel
didn't.
as it didn't
Yeah,
feel as bad.
I think also because like you know the height of Omicron was just happening at the
Yeah.
time of you know at the end of Permission to Dance LA, so it kind of felt like you know a limbo where we weren't sure what was going to happen next or what 22 was actually going to be
Yeah.
about. um and I'm glad that like we had like the Seoul concerts, you know, that was really good, but again it kind of felt like I don't know what's going to happen next. And then Las Vegas happened, and it kind of felt like, you know, Las Vegas felt like an ending, but also
The
a
beginning.
beginning at the same time because of that announcement at the end. And not just that, but like the entire city being a part of the concert made it feel um like we were just
Sorry.
like living our like BTS life, you know, like
Mhm.
armies were completely invited into the city and respected and like a part of the experience rather than just like going to a concert. It was like the entire city was involved in this process, and it was just so cool to you know hear like BTS music in the middle of like malls and like you know like hotels, and
Yeah.
see their giant posters like everywhere, and to see purple lights, like the Luxor was purple the entire concert. um
And you're like, yes, this is my family.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, like it felt like we were respected for
For once.
enjoying, yeah, like enjoying BTS's content for once. And even like our Uber drivers and cab drivers, like all of them were so respectful and like, why do you like BTS? Tell me more about BTS. Like it was it was just so nice to experience that. And then the Monday, because it was like our last day in Vegas was Monday, so we decided to go and get some a buffet, because if you go to Vegas, you have to go to the buffets. You have to. And the last
Gotta eat,
time
you know?
you gotta eat, and you gotta go to the good ones. You know what I mean? So I've been to, like, when I was in Las Vegas in 2019, I've been to the Paris Hotel buffet, the Caesars Hotel buffet, and the MGM Grand buffet. And we decided to go to a different one this time. We went to Wicked Spoon, which has been all over my like social media. Like, everybody says go to Wicked Spoon, and
Okay.
it did not disappoint. It was fire. It was so good. I miss it already. You know what I mean? Like, I miss it. And buffets like are one of those things where it's like, you pay once and then it's all you can eat, and you
Mm-hmm.
eat all of it
Yeah.
all the time,
I
and you're
love
just
buffets.
constantly eating.
Yeah.
And then we decided to go. They had a bunch of like BTS themed like store fronts and stuff that were popped up. So we went to the first one, which is where Lenny and I spent money on albums.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, didn't Lenny got like 5 albums?
She
'Cause
got
she was
5 albums.
yeah, because she was talking to Tanya. I was like,
Yeah, she got
okay,
5 albums. I got 3.
which one do you get?
Which ones did I get? I got two. I got their first album and second album, so the Too Cool for School and what was the other one that I got? Or You. That was the other one
Yeah,
that I got.
the
And
one that I can never pronounce.
yes, that one. And I also got a Love Yourself version. Why? Because I want to complete my Love Yourself collection.
Oh,
So those
okay,
are the
yeah.
3 that I got. And then I think Lenny also got the 3 that I got plus Danger and another one. I can't remember what the last one she got was. Oh, it was Map of the Soul Persona. That was the other one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
An iconic one.
Yeah, like, cause I
The
can't.
one, the era that made me an army.
Yeah,
That's why it's iconic.
It is iconic. And so we went there, and then there was another like BT21 store in one of the malls that was there that we wanted to go to. We weren't
Mhm.
sure if it was gonna be open, but we wanted to go anyway because I wanted the BT21 humidifier. It's
Yeah.
been on my like wish list forever because I've seen it on my TikTok so many times, and I'm like, I need it. I need it.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Good.
I did get it. Yeah, I got the cookie one because it was like purple and it kind of matches like my aesthetic.
Yeah, I have these buddies on my desk all the time.
Yeah. And we actually had met a couple of armies on our way to that spot. They're from Seattle and they're so sweet. We're actually friends now on Instagram, and yeah, they're really sweet. I think you probably saw me repost a photo of all 4 of us together, or all
Yeah,
5
I
of us
saw
together.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Seattle and they're so sweet. We actually had saw them like in the mall, and then we actually ran into each other again at the BT21 Tiny Tan like pop up.
That's
And
funny.
yeah, it was really funny. And after that, we went to the Venetian Hotel to recreate the photo of Hobie and Tay.
Yay.
Yeah, so we did that. It was super fun. Probably one of my favorite like 4 of us pictures from that area. I really love that picture of the 4 of us together. It's like so cute. And then my mom had decided that she wanted to do some gambling, so the
Let Mama just do her thing.
she went to go do her thing, and then we went to go and eat some Korean food.
So
And
jealous.
we went to the spot. We went to the spot that BTS went to, which was so good. Oh my god, I'm gonna be dreaming about that KB Korean barbecue for a long time. Let me tell you that for free. And yeah, it was like a 45-minute wait, but we actually went to go and get some like matcha drinks because they had like another spot. So we walked over to there and then got our drinks and then came back to arcade BBQ, and they were playing BTS music. The only thing was they were playing like the sad,
Oh no.
like it was like Magic Shop, 0 o'clock, Love Yourself Answer, I Need You. Like, it was all sad songs in
Okay,
a row, and I'm like,
I think I have a theory on that one. Since
okay,
you're stuffing your face, they need to make sure that you love yourself even though you're eating too much.
I was just like, why all this sad music? And then our waiter actually served BTS. apparently. And I was like, boy, what's up? He was like, they're very sweet and humble people. And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's our boys.
Yeah. And then we actually did ask our waiter, we're like, who came up with this playlist? He was like, oh, it's the girl at the front. Okay, we need to have some words.
Yeah, I think she's having a moment.
We need to have some words with her because this is all sad songs. And yeah, it was nice though to like have the end of the trip be at that spot. Well, I don't know, like at the Korean barbecue spot to like end our vacation.
Yeah. I wish it was there, but it is what it is, you know.
It was a hell of a good time.
Hopefully next time.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and I can't really put into words like how I don't know, like just how much like it was amazing to like spend some time with my friends and enjoy the boys and see like the whole thing. And I don't know, it was so good. And yeah, I miss it a lot. The three of us talk all the time about it. And even though it's like been like a week or so since I got back, yeah, I think it's now just getting